You and your best friend were always inseparable. From the first day you met in school, it felt like the world had paired you together on purpose. You did everything side by side. You sat together in class. You ate lunch together every day. You even walked home together when everyone else went their own way. People used to call you twins even though you weren't related. But you didn't mind, because it felt good to have someone who understood you without needing explanations. She was the only person who knew your secrets. And you were the only one who knew hers. You promised each other something once, that no matter what happened in life, you would never become strangers. But promises are easy to make when everything is perfect, and harder to keep when life changes. One morning, everything felt normal. You were laughing together like always. But then something small happened. She got a message on her phone. She looked at it, and suddenly her smile disappeared. You asked her what was wrong? She said nothing. But something changed after that day. She became distant. Slower replies. Shorter conversations. Less laughter. You tried to ignore it at first. You told yourself it was just stress. Maybe she was busy. Maybe she just needed space. But then came the silence. She stopped sitting with you in class. She stopped waiting for you after school. And one day, she stopped talking to you completely. No fight, no explanation, no goodbye, just silence. You kept wondering what you did wrong. You replayed every conversation in your head, every moment, every word, trying to find the mistake. But nothing made sense. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. And slowly, you stopped trying too. Because sometimes trying alone hurts more than letting go. But deep inside, you never really let go. Because real friendship doesn't disappear easily. It just waits. Months later, life felt different. Quieter. Less bright. You still played games sometimes to distract yourself. And one evening, you opened Roblox? You didn't plan anything special. You just wanted to pass time. You clicked on a random game. Rainbow Obby. Easy mode. Bright colors. Simple jumps. Relaxing music. Nothing serious, just a normal game. You joined the server and started playing. At first, everything felt normal. You jumped across floating platforms, avoided spinning traps, laughed a little when you failed a jump. It was simple, comforting, almost peaceful. But then something happened. You noticed another player ahead of you, a familiar username. You slowed down, looked again. Your heart dropped. It was her, the same person you hadn't spoken to in months, standing in the same game, moving through the same Obby. At first, you thought it was a coincidence, maybe someone with a similar name, but then she stopped moving and turned toward you. And in that moment, you knew it was really her. Both of you stood still inside the game. No jumping, no movement, just silence, even though it was a virtual world. Your heart felt real tension. Then she typed in chat. I didn't expect to see you here. You didn't reply immediately. Your fingers hesitated. So many emotions came at once. Confusion, sadness, anger, relief. But most of all, missed feelings. You finally typed. Same. Short. Simple. Heavy. She started moving again slowly, and so did you. But something was different now. The game wasn't just a game anymore. Every jump felt meaningful. Every platform felt like a step through memory. She followed behind you, carefully, like she didn't want to lose you again. At one point, you missed a jump and fell. You expected her to continue without you. That's what strangers do. But she didn't. She stopped and waited. No rush, no pressure. Just waiting. That small action hit you harder than anything because it reminded you of who she used to be. You typed. Why did you stop talking to me? The game froze in feeling even though it kept running. She didn't reply immediately. You saw her avatar pause. Then she typed, "I thought you didn't need me anymore." You stared at the screen. That was not what you expected. You replied, "I never stopped needing you." Silence again. But this time, it didn't feel empty. It felt emotional. She moved closer in the game and started helping you, waiting before jumps, showing safe paths, working together again, just like before. And for the first time in months, it felt natural. As you continued through the obby, something started to change. The tension slowly disappeared. Not instantly, but step by step, jump by jump, like healing in real life. You both started talking more. Not deep conversations at first, just small messages. "Wait here. Go left. Careful." But even those small words felt powerful, because they weren't silence. They were connection. Then she typed, "Remember when we used to play games every day?" You replied, "Yeah, we never got tired." She sent a laughing emoji, and for the first time, you smiled while playing. The obby became harder near the end. Moving platforms, long jumps, tricky timing. You'd failed once, then twice. She almost fell too. But instead of getting frustrated, she typed, "Let's do it together like before." That line brought everything back. The friendship, the memories, the trust. You nodded in your mind. Even though it was just a game, it felt real. You both tried again, step by step, synchronizing jumps, waiting for each other, supporting each other. And this time, you made it through. Together, at the final stage, there was a big, glowing finish platform. Only one jump left. Both of you stood there in silence. Then she typed, "I missed this." You replied, "I missed you more." A pause. Then she said, "Best friends again?" You didn't think twice. Yes. You jumped together at the same time, landing on the finish platform. Completed. Fireworks exploded in the game. Bright colors filled the sky. Rainbow lights everywhere. But the real happiness wasn't the game ending. It was the friendship beginning again. She didn't leave the server immediately. Neither did you. You just stayed, standing there, not playing, not talking much, just present. Because sometimes the best endings aren't dramatic. They're simple. Two people choosing each other again, and this time, not letting go.